going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Drawing and Exploring with me, Sam Grubb. Today I'm in Bucharest, the capital of Romania. I've been here for about 5-6 days, a little under the weather. You know, I keep doing these episodes and I keep coming saying, oh, I've been ill, blah, 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 this, that. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. Normally I'm one of those people, I don't get ill too much. And then I got hit with something, man. I don't know if flu's going around because it's just been Christmas. A couple of my friends back home said they were in a bad way as well. I'm on the mend now, but my nose is a little crusty. Nose been running like a tap, but we're on the way. Either way, Bucharest, cool city so far. Not had that much of a chance to go out and explore because I've just been bedbound, losing my energy, sleeping a whole bunch. But we're here. Right now, I'm on Victory Avenue, which is the oldest road in Bucharest. And what's interesting about Victory Avenue is this was way back in the day. This was a wooden road. So rather than it being a mud road like all the others, this was a wooden road and it was a trade route. So what they said was, when all the mud roads used to flood and become impossible to get up and down, Victory Road remained because it was paved with wood, later cobbles, and then obviously asphalt now. But yeah, so that's what brought it to prominence, and that's why it was used as a main trade route here in Romania for years. Now it plays home to a whole bunch of boutique cafes and shops and stuff like that. But yeah, Victory Avenue, pretty cool. Having a walk around. The architecture here is nuts. Like, you turn a corner, I'm not even supposed to be coming this way, but just look at this. Everywhere you go, there's just cool buildings here. So yeah, I've got about a week left here and then I'm on my way again. So I'm trying to get around and just check out some of the sites, what the city has to offer, see some of the cool old buildings, and explore the sites a little bit. Try and not get run over. I feel like it's a common theme, you know, now I've started living my life with a camera in my face. It's like, why am I always running out in front of cars? I never got run over as a kid. Maybe that would have been maybe if I did, I'd be a bit more cautious crossing roads. But yeah, Victory Avenue, home to the Hugo Boss shop now, so you know what it is. But yeah, stepping out, drawing and exploring. So one thing I'll do when I get to a new city is I'll search the name of the city on the podcast app. And this BBC documentary podcast came up about Bucharest, and the podcast was called The Most Dangerous City in Europe. I thought, wow, interesting, give it a click. They're not talking about no crime or nothing, they talk about earthquakes and the structural integrity of some of these buildings. And they said Bucharest is the most at risk of earthquakes in Europe. Apparently the last one here was 1977. So they think they're due one. Run over this road super quick. So they think they're due one, but then the problem is these old buildings, right? So they're saying that the communists built a bunch of these buildings that they used to call the matchboxes, and the idea was they were tiny little rooms, communal kitchens, communal bathrooms, and they were built to house the unmarried people, and they were supposed to be knocked down, but then when the communist rule come to an end, they just left the buildings there. Problem is they were never built to last this long. So what you've got now is a bunch of buildings where they're overpopulated. The tenants inside were living in these matchbox rooms with whole families. So rather than the idea just for each room to house one person, people on the podcast that talk about how they grew up in these rooms with their whole family, grandma, granddad, everybody's living in this one room. And people are even building walls inside and partitioning like their own little kitchen, their own little bathroom and stuff like that. So what they did, the government went round and they put these red stickers on the buildings that are like due to fall down or they ran into disrepair, and they put 100 of these red stickers around the city. So when people heard about this, they started asking if they can have a red sticker too. And I think now they said there's about 350 buildings with these red stickers on, meaning basically they're unsafe to live in, the foundations are bad, it's all gonna end badly. And that's why they say it's the most dangerous city in Europe. So these buildings have just ran into disrepair, and they think at some point there's going to be an earthquake here and a bunch of them are going to come crushing down, which is not good news. But yeah, Bucharest, most earthquake prone city in Europe. Did you know that? I feel like out of every city I've ever been to, Bucharest might genuinely be top of the pops for architecture. It's like every corner you turn around, there's a huge insane building that just in any other city would be the biggest, most coolest building in the city. What's that? The National Bank of Romania. Look at that. That's bonkers, right? Every single building is just so ornate and decorated. Amazing stonework. Like they said, they call it the little Paris, but it's like Paris is the little Bucharest to me. I can't remember seeing beautiful buildings like this absolutely everywhere in Paris. Crazy, crazy beautiful architecture. But yeah, what to draw today. So one of those days where I've not got a commission on, I'm just gonna have some fun with it. I was walking when I left out the Airbnb, and I seen a coffee shop that had some kind of art on its board with like a black background, right? Nothing too novel, something we've done before, but I just thought it looked kind of cool, and I thought, wow, I've not been there for a while. So I think all it is I'm going to start with a black background, take the pen for a walk, have some fun, no pressure. One of those days today. This architecture's blowing my mind. But yeah, just a simple one today. So I'm going to get in somewhere, maybe order a little hot tea and get drawing. Alright, Bob George coffee. So this was, I think it was independent. I didn't see another one of these whilst I was here. Another tea, another job to do, science kit sort of stuff. But yeah, into the drawing. So what we're doing today, like I said, starting with the black background here, just trying to pick out a little palette, some colours that are kind of working together. And I'm thinking, like, again, I want to kind of lose the outline and just go with sort of the bold shapes and draw some details into those. So starting with this little pear shape and then just using the black line to like add the details and flesh it out a little bit. I love this, I've spoken about it 100 times, but I love this pencil. You can see here the little imperfections just in the green on the black. It's like a Freycinet, like a coloured pencil kind of brush that I'm using. This is, as I've said before, this is Procreate. This is my 12.9 inch iPad Pro, 5th generation. I'm using Procreate, which is software optimized for iPad, 2nd generation Apple Pencil, and yeah, loving life. Then the little tripod thing that I've got, kind of selfie stick thing, is like a tripod with these bendy legs so you can wrap it around a fence or something like that. I got lucky when I ordered this stuff. It was when I was in Mexico, and the Mexican Amazon man sent me 2 of everything, so I've got 2 of these when I only paid for 1. So who's laughing now? I was feeling pretty happy with myself. Here I'm going for like a cartoon car. I kind of want to start drawing more cars, because like they never come out perfect, but they've got this kind of quirky character. I quite like them looking a bit stupid and, you know, like not like a real car. So I want to start drawing cars and adding like more of a spoiler and big weird shapes and stuff. Decided to start from scratch with this one. But yeah, I think there's some room there. I might start drawing some stupid shaped cars with like big massive wheels or something, 6 wheels, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, filling this shape in. Like this one's got a big butt, huge long boot. I kind of like it. I think it's fun, do you know, when you're drawing something and you know like the proportions it's supposed to be. I like seeing drawings where it's clear, it's obvious what the thing's supposed to be, but maybe the proportions are a bit off. I think that's a good recipe. But yeah, here, like I said before, just with the black, just going through and adding some little details to it. Going for like an old BMW sort of, with the pepper pot wheels and the headlights at the front. I feel like they're the coolest cars, those old retro BMWs. I don't know the first thing about cars, but they're so gangster. Again here, drawing another little character, just adding a bunch of eyes. Big Roman nose. And then the overbiting teeth. And some like little wizard kind of pixie ears. Starting to build this one out. This was like a similar workflow to a calendar that I made for, I think it was a 2023 calendar. I'm just like filling up the square, drawing out from the center, adding little bits of text here and there. Usually these, if I'm writing little slogans on the pictures, it's usually stuff that I'm hearing on like a podcast that I'm listening to. Little skyline again. So here I could just drag and drop the fill, but then it's going to fill in solid and it's not going to have those little imperfections. So I do kind of like just bothering to take the time to draw them in properly. Then adding some little kind of aerials and railings and stuff to the roof. I wonder if I ever accidentally drew a skyline that's really similar to an actual skyline in real life. Here I'm trying to work out what I'm doing with these windows. Adding a little bit more of the cloud detail at the bottom, and then I'm going to go through, add this drawing grid, just as a guide to like put the windows in, keep them all straight. I remember drawing this thinking, yeah, this is taking a long time compared to, say, even drawing a car. I think this was like the longest part of the whole thing. Guys, if you're watching, like, comment and subscribe. Just because I need to know you're out there. Any comments are appreciated. It's always cool when random people drop a little comment on the video. So if you're seeing this, give it a like, give it a comment. I'd appreciate it. Popping through, adding these little lights in. I love drawing this as a little space filler. Just adds a little perspective. Maybe not here because it's just like stuff patched in. You know, there's not really a foreground and a background or whatever. But I do like adding that stuff. Here, just going for the classic Magic 8 ball. And then some little flames. I like this colour palette. It's working like a chalky sort of stuff on the black background. It's working for me. Just trying to fill in all those little gaps, keep it nice and tight. Try and make it so that no thing that's the same colour is touching each other. So leaving a little space where possible between different stuff. Going for the bolt croppers here. Nice with the black as well. It's easy, it's almost like a mask just to go back over and correct the shapes a little bit or add like a bit of shading or something. Like just like under the underside of the clamp there. Drawing another little jelly bean kind of looking guy. What's this going to be? Fatten him up a little bit. Drawing some little stubby legs. I don't know what these animals are supposed to be. Wonder what the closest animal to it is. Almost like a seal with legs or something. Do seals have legs? Yeah, no, they got like, what do you call them? Not arms, little flippers, I guess. The front ones, I don't know. Imagine not having legs. Adding another face here with the glasses. So here with a pen for the black in the glasses to keep like that little kind of pencil-y imperfection. I'm just like brushing it on, you know, slightly, not pressing all the way down. Here I was thinking like to do some fart gas kind of, but I thought, nah, it's not looking right, a little bit crude. Here a little simple bird with the little wiggly tail. Get rid of him. See what I mean? A little bit of trial and error, back and forth. I wasn't too sure with this one. Trying some stuff that wasn't really working for me. Then I thought I'd go for this kind of Piku Niku. What's that old Awesome Worlds thing? Is it like the war? Not the War of the Worlds. It's called something like that. I can't think. You know, with the big alien things that are like descending on Earth. This kind of looks like one of those. He's got his Nikes on. I think they're like Cortez, I guess. That's what I'm going for. Or what was the other one that everyone wore for a while? Blazers. Remember Nike Blazers? They kind of come and went. But they were a big deal. It's crazy now with Dunks. So Dunks were like, they've been out forever, and then all of a sudden they become super expensive and a big deal. And now it's like they're kind of going back down. I'm seeing Dunks being let off for like £60 and stuff like that. So gone are the days where a regular pair of Dunks is going to cost you like £120 or something. Going for a little alien spaceship here. That's another thing, you know, if I do the cars with all the bells and whistles, I need to draw a spaceship that's like a crazy over the top one with all these different wings and compartments and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. I like drawing this little alien dude as well. I might have to make some stickers out of these or something. So I always end up drawing the same kind of alien. Here I'm thinking like some space warp cloud kind of flying through the sky sort of stuff. With this one I wanted to do the guy with the hands either side of his face, so just copying it over, saving me drawing it again, and then just changing the perspective on it slightly and just re-outlining it a little bit, but adds a nice kind of symmetry. And then going for this like Scream sort of face. Little curly fingertips, just trying to think, make that mouth a little bit bigger, get some teeth in there. Get those eyebrows nice and high. This guy's heavily in shock. And I always draw bold guys, I just never bother adding hair, so sometimes I'll go for these little curtains or something like that, make him look like he's got a stupid haircut. Filling in the space with his little flames and some spots and stuff. Some background stuff. Add the little number tattoos where possible. Little stubble. Put back into these flames with the black. He's a little cool dude, the guy with the Nikes on. I might draw him again. And there's the final artwork. I like the colours here. They look a little bit different to how they looked in the footage there. A little bit more vibrant, but yeah, all-timer. Just a little practice on the square canvas. There we go. Alright, drawing finished. We're back out into the city. It's been a bit of a warmer day today. I feel overdressed for it. I'm seeing people cutting about in t-shirts even though it is January. I think when I first came here I was expecting it to be colder than England. It's definitely not been, so some funny little souvenirs in these shops. Look at this. Just pure Eastern European stuff. But yeah, because I've not been feeling the best these last few days, I've just lost my appetite. I've not really been eating too much. And I knew I was coming out today and I was thinking about what I'm going to eat and what the plan is. And I've not really been in the mood for anything. Everything I'm thinking of, even stuff that I'm just always in the mood for, is just not doing it for me. And then earlier, I thought about like a toasted sandwich and I was like, yeah, that'd be nice. And then I was thinking like a club sandwich specifically, and I was like, yes, perfect, that will do. So I had a little look. Turns out there's a spot that looks like it's got a nice club sandwich that was just round the corner from where I was sat drawing. So I think that's the plan. Go find myself a little club sandwich, get sat down, see if I can whack it down. But yeah, out into Bucharest, man. Let's go find that club sandwich. So, I mean, it's early days, right? I've only been here for like a week or so, but my first few observations on Bucharest. Firstly, everyone's got nice cars. You don't see any bangers here. I think when I was in the Balkans in the summer, I'm just seeing a load of old bangers, and they were charming, they were cool. But here, all I'm seeing is nice cars. Another thing is the food. I'm struggling, right? I'm Googling, and I'm just seeing the same stuff, just over garnished, just crap, just stuff with like flowers on it and dumb stuff like that. And then walking around, places say they're open, they're not open. I tried to go to 3 places to find this club sandwich. I just got to one, the door's closed. One's not got it on the menu. What's going on here? I feel like the architecture's amazing here, the food is crap, and I feel like even some of the traditional food's overpriced. Like, I don't know whether it's because it's a big touristy centre, or you've got like a bunch of stag doos coming here all the time, or what. But like, I'm paying like 35 quid for just a standard local grill, a couple of sausages and a couple of different bits and bobs. So I don't know, something needs to change. Whether, like I say, because it's the capital and it's just I'm bang in the middle, but man, I'm going to places like, yeah, let me try get this sandwich from here, and they're just closed. Why would you be shut? So not great signs so far in Bucharest. Let's go try find this club sandwich. I just went to the next spot. You Google search club sandwich and it's showing all these places. It says, yeah, on the menu, club sandwich. I wonder if people just like load up their Google site with just everything. Yeah, spaghetti bolognese, club sandwich, fish and chip, everything. So you just kind of pop up and have people like me rocking up. But I just got to, what, the 4th place, 5th place, and the lady said, no, we don't have it. Then her friend comes over and she goes, oh, I know somewhere that does have it. She says, if you walk down this road here, go to the end, apparently there's a place called Xclusive. She goes, they have a club sandwich and it's a good one. So I'm like, okay, sounds promising. So whew, on we go. Who thought it would be this hard? Maybe I should just eat some Romanian soup or something like that. Maybe that would do it. But on we go. Try and find this elusive club sandwich.
Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'm trying to find a club sandwich. Perfect. Table 1 then, please. Thank you. All right, Xclusive Pub. This is one of those places with a huge menu with a million pictures of every single thing you could possibly want to eat, and this was my club sandwich. Club sandwich. So I heard some people were saying chicken and lettuce under bacon, CLUB. That's the idea. I don't know if this had chicken in it. I actually can't remember. Maybe it did, like a really thin piece of chicken. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, stuff like that. I never used to like eating tomato like in a sandwich. I'll have it like obviously in normal food and I don't know, any dish that has tomato in it, but actual like slices of tomato was never my thing. And then when I was living in Turkey, when I first decided to start going traveling, there was a communication barrier. I couldn't tell the guys to take the tomato out the sandwich. And I think they're thinking, why would you want it taken out? Like, it's juicy, it's balanced, it's part of the thing. So I just started eating tomatoes in sandwiches and shawarmas and whatever else. And I kind of can't imagine not having it now. Like, it's so juicy. I used to hold this really strong opinion that a slice of tomato doesn't belong on a cheeseburger. And I still think it doesn't really, but I kind of understand why people might want it there. But yeah, into the tomato. Here I'm working with this lemonade. Do you know when they put like a bunch of mint leaves or random stuff into your drink and you have to like push them out the straw and swirl it round and stuff? But the lemonade was pretty good. That's one thing I've been enjoying in Romania. Nice cloudy lemonade everywhere you go. And that's as far as I got. £18.35. Yeah, I need to figure out where the good food is in this city, because I mean that was like the most basic club sandwich ever. Bit of a mess, and for a club sandwich, a Coke Zero and a lemonade, it was like 18 quid, which is not breaking a bank, but it just seems excessive. Do you know what I mean? A little sandwich like that, I'm thinking, I don't know, 18 quid. Maybe a little bit more pride about it. Not the best, but it is what it is. That's it. Now I've got to make my way back home. Guys, thanks for watching. You made it to the end of another episode of Drawing and Exploring. If you want to plug in and see more of my work, head to the Instagram or the TikTok. They're both at Sam Grub Art. You can see more of what I do there. or head over to my portfolio website, samgrub.co.uk, check out some bigger projects. From there you can get to my shop. There's another thing I'm noticing. All around the city, one up are being lined out. Everywhere you look, there's another one. Don't know if you guys will see that. But yeah, really weird seeing them lined out all around here. But yeah, like I said, shop.samgrub.co.uk, you can buy t-shirts and stickers and things like that. And if you want to reach out and commission some work or speak about a project that you've got coming up where you might need an illustrator, get in touch at contactdrawingandexploring@gmail.com. Yeah, but for now I'm going to take myself on home, watch the football tonight, chill out a little bit. I'm glad I found my appetite and ate the sandwich, even if it was a bit average. But yeah, feeling a bit better. But yeah, thanks guys, I'll see you next time for another episode.